Diaguet. My name is Emerey, and I will be one of your flight attendants for today.
Hello, my name is Sarah. If you have any questions regarding our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask me or another flight attendant.
Shalom, my name is Liat. Feel free to indulge in our in-flight cuisine and complimentary beverage cart.
Namaste, my name is Tara. Once we reach 10,000 feet, you may sit back, relax, and enjoy our in-flight entertainment along with our complimentary Wi-Fi.
Annyeonghaseyo. I'm Natalie, your lead flight attendant for our journey across the world. We'll be visiting Ireland, Israel, India, South Korea, and the United States of America.
The idea of living the dream within the middle class differs around the world due to religion, cultural traditions, and gender roles. Welcome to Ireland. About 69% of the Irish population is part of the middle class. Social classes are discussed in terms of working class, middle class, and gentry, along certain occupations, and are often categorized according to their wealth, including land and capital. As far as religion goes, Catholicism is the primary religion practiced in Ireland, and there is no known link of classes to religion, because over 92% of Ireland's residents are Roman Catholics. The Irish Constitution guarantees freedom of faith and the free profession and practice of religion. Most primary schools in Ireland are linked to the Catholic Church and receive capital funding from the state. Gender roles do influence Ireland, and while gender equality in the workplace is guaranteed by law, remarkable inequalities still exist between the genders in such areas as pay, access to professional achievement, and parity of esteem in the workplace. Feminism is a growing movement in rural and urban areas, but it still faces many obstacles among traditionalists. Monogamous marriages are the norm, as supported and sanctioned by the state and the Christian churches. Divorce has only been legal since 1995. It is tradition for women to marry, although modern Ireland has moved away from arranged marriages. The demands of farm society and economy still place great pressure on rural men and women to marry. Although tradition includes farms remaining family-owned, which is a huge part of Ireland's culture, since farming is one of the greatest industries.
Bless us, O Lord, for these thy gifts, which we're about to receive from thy bounty, through Christ our Lord. Amen. Oh, didn't see you there. Irish potato growers produce about 400,000 tons of potatoes per year, almost all of which are consumed domestically. Ireland has about 540 potato growers.
Are you ever just cracking open a cold with the boys? Casually living your best life when it hits you. Am I a good Catholic? You suddenly start to question, is Sunday for the boys or for Jesus? We have a solution to your religious and moral dilemma: testaments. And always remember, a Bible verse a day keeps Satan away.
Welcome to Israel. Israel is a lively place, full of history and tradition. The Israeli family shares many features of the modern family. Marriage is based more on emotional bonds than an economic or social consideration. Family functions such as childcare and caring for the elderly have been added as traditional norms. Traditionally in Israel, there was a government department that was responsible for promoting large families. In such a situation, the idea of the mother as the glue around which the family embraces will be a central ideal of the society. As we enter Jerusalem, Israel's religious importance becomes evident. Israel is the only country in the world where most citizens are Jewish, 75.4% of people to be exact. Israel is also a hub for many other religions as well, such as Christianity and Islam, just to name a few. Israel has since then adapted many languages and traditions. family patterns, and along with modern lifestyle. Pertaining to gender roles, women in Israel were granted with equal rights in 1948. Similar to the U.S. women, they have started to become a more dominant force in the workplace and have no longer taken on the stigma that they have to stay home and look after their kids.
What are some traditions you have with your family and friends in Israel?
A tradition I have with my family is that we all gather to one house, both my dad's side and my mom's side of the family, and we have a huge Shabbat dinner, and it's really fun because I get to see all my cousins and everyone after not seeing them for like a year. And my grandpa normally leads a Shabbat service, and he leads the prayers and lights candles, and it's really fun, and we feel really connected, not only because we're a family, but because we're Jews.
Are there any gender roles within Israeli culture?
Israel is working really hard to break these gender barriers, and we're doing a really good job. But if there are any gender barriers, they're normally from religion, because, for example, in the Orthodox sect of Judaism, let's say in the synagogue, they have a split curtain between women and men, and the women sit here and the men sit here, and there are just different roles in the synagogue.
Welcome to India. The caste system is a hereditary social hierarchy with roots in ancient Hinduism. 80% of the 1.3 billion people in India practice Hinduism. In Hinduism, in order to achieve salvation, you must achieve the highest level of caste, Brahmin, which is becoming one with the universe, which is moksha. Today, the caste system has been outlawed, but socially, the system is still relevant. In politics and marriage, in India now, your family's caste is still important. The caste system is no longer the definition of the middle class today in India, but the occupations and wealth of your family is. Women in India are expected to marry someone within their caste, or higher, never lower. If a woman is poor enough, they may be sold or have arranged marriages, which is most common. Middle-class women are expected to do housework and have children. Arranged marriages is a long-practiced tradition in India. Many Indian holidays also include the giving of money and gifts, which often are a reflection of the class of the family. Diwali is the Christmas or Hanukkah of Hinduism.
Are you a frustrated, ordinary person in the middle class who needs some answers to your problems? Do you want to become a better dancer? Do you want to just have the best life ever? Then sign up for the Bollywood Boost today! Our program will turn you into an acting, singing, and dancing triple threat, part of the elite upper class.
The Bollywood Boost helped me get out of my pedestrian lifestyle and into Bollywood acting. I'm also a really good dancer too. Watch!
Another fat joint. No doubt. You the book now. You got everything. You got everything. Hold up. What a hot book. Where to begin? No doubt. You the book now. You got everything. You got everything. Hold up. What a hot book. Where to begin?
Welcome to South Korea. The South Korean lifestyle encompasses a blend of ancient traditions and a contemporary lifestyle. An emphasis is placed on respect for ancestors. In addition to age, seniority can be determined by factors such as economic status, marital status, or position in a business hierarchy. The Korean household should be run as a benevolent monarchy, with the eldest male as the head of the household. Sons remain at home once married, and daughters move in with their new husbands. As gender roles goes, it is believed that women and men should have equal rights and access to success in their country. However, this belief is often contradicted by the traditionally expected role of women who remain at home in order to care for children, cook, clean, etc. Men are generally in charge of providing for the family financially, middle-class families accounted for 7.65 million out of 11.4 million South Korean households in 2013. The average middle-class household includes 3 family members, a dual outcome, and a university-educated parent in their late 40s. The 2 majority religions are Christianity and Buddhism.
Okay, Natalie, time to pose for your 100-day photo. Say cheese!
Cheese!
1 week later.
Debbie Fry Wilson, your photo is ready.
Oh, that's me. Thank you. It's
Congratulations.
Natalie's. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm so proud of my Natalie. Wow, how beautiful. I'm so glad I got to celebrate this cultural tradition.
Welcome to the United States of America, land of the free and home of the brave. 70% of U.S. citizens consider themselves to be part of the middle class, when really only 50% are. The average middle class annual income is $55,775. Once upon a time, a middle class income provided for a middle class lifestyle, a home with a TV, a car, a college education for the children, and a vacation once a year. However, today, people earning a middle-class income are unable to live a middle-class lifestyle due to increased healthcare costs, insurance, and retirement savings. Contrary to popular opinion, middle class has little to do with wealth. Middle class is a mindset that rests on the platform of education, decision-making, upward mobility, faith in the future, and in the power of self-determination. As for gender roles, America, among other countries, has been working towards a future for gender equality. We have clearly came a long way, but we still have countless stereotypes to overcome. More and more women are entering the workplace in strong management positions, while more and more men have begun to stay at home to care for children. Americans are free to practice any religion of their choice or not at all. Just a few of the religions practiced are Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Islam, and Buddhism.
Hello, and welcome to our 4th of July party, also known as Bart's Burger Bash. Today, we are eating some of America's delicacies to celebrate. Frozen hot dogs, and of course, America wouldn't run without leave. So enjoy.
America runs on leave.
Call 1-800-BUY-LEAN today.
Well, honey, I've lived in these free, brave states my whole life now. You see, I'm a Christian. Because I live in the USA, I have the right to practice any religion of my choosing. I choose to practice Christianity. My sister is a practicing Jew. My best friend Will is Islamic. I go to church every Sunday and have since I can remember. It's very important to practice faith according to my family and most of my friends. However, since I have the choice, I could even have the no religion and be an atheist if I wanted to.
Hello, we're here today at Crossroads to interview people about what living the dream is like across the world. What is living the dream like to you?
Just being with family. Helping people. I think it's giving back, and I think it's living for more than yourself.
Just having a job that you love, family that you enjoy spending time with, and a great city.
I think a lot of people think of money. For me, I think wealth is in the family.
To be with the ones we love and to do the things we love.
It means accomplishing what you set out to do and pleasing others in the process.
都健康最好啊，好就是平常就可以了。
To him, the dream is like to stay like healthy, very healthy.
Have a nice family, house, and good life.
Notice how similar everyone's answers were? Although we may differ by nationality, religion, culture, etc., we are more similar than we are different. Can you tell me where you grew up?
I grew up on the Lower East Side of New York City.
Why did you move from there to California?
Because I wanted to become a writer. I remember when I was about 15 years old, I read this book called Catcher in the Rye. And I remember thinking, boy, Holden Caulfield, what a character. If I had many of his thoughts, many of his ideas, and many of his feelings, and I thought, man, if I could be a writer, what an ideal life.
Can you describe what your day-to-day life was living in the lower part of New York City?
Oh boy, that's a loaded question. It'd probably take 4 novels to explain. My day-to-day existence on the Lower East Side was encountering unbelievably colorful characters. There was unrelenting chaos and anarchy going on. There were gangsters, there were hoodlums. There was more insanity per square inch than any other place on this planet. I was born on the Lower East Side, but the first 5.5 years of my life I spent in a foster home. The reason I was in a foster home was that my father was in jail and my mother was in and out of mental institutions, so nobody could take care of us.
Did you practice Judaism prominently with your family, and what were some of the other religions in the surrounding area where you lived?
Yes, we did. We observed all holidays. The Lower East Side was a hodgepodge of religions. There was every conceivable group represented down there. There was the Irish, there were Hispanics, there were blacks, there were Albanians, there were Greeks, there were Turks. It was an incredible melting pot at that time in history, which was around 1953, 1954. And it was also ground zero for the Sephardic Jews. A lot of people didn't know what Spanish Jews were.
Do your family have any special traditions that they practice every year around the holidays?
Well, we always got together, we celebrated Hanukkah, we celebrated Shavuos, we celebrated Yom Kippur. We celebrated all the big Jewish holidays. But it was very difficult to explain to my friends that I was Jewish. For instance, when I was in junior high school and I made my bar mitzvah, the service was in Ladino. And most of my friends who were from the basketball team were all mostly black. So they didn't understand, if I was Jewish, why was I speaking in an old form of Spanish called Ladino? And I tried to explain to them that my mother was born in Salonika, Greece. My father was born in Istanbul, Turkey. We spoke Spanish, but we were Jewish. But my best friends were Italians, and I went to a mostly black school.
Living as a writer in LA now, how is that life different from when you were living in New York?
Oh, that's another good question. It's vastly different. Growing up as a kid on the mean streets of New York City, every minute, every second was devoted to survival and listening to incredible stories by incredible characters. My life in Los Angeles is much more different. I have a house, I have a swimming pool. My kids are hopefully very stable kids. I got great relationships. It's far less chaotic and much more harmonious for me right now.
Looking at your life now, if you had to describe living the dream in one word, what would that word be?
That word would be triumph. So I think everybody grows up with a multitude of obstacles and obstructions and impediments, and then your character is tested to see if you can overcome those obstacles and all those difficult situations, and while you're overcoming them, also be a mensch, where you can give unstintingly of yourself to other people and help people fulfill their dreams. To me is a great legacy, which I'm still trying to do.
Do you think now, in 2017, that you are living the dream?
Yes, I am living the dream, because every minute of every day, I'm doing what I want to do. And I've had a lot of success in my career. I've written for many popular shows. I've had movies made, television shows done. So I am living the dream. And more importantly, I want other people to be included in that dream, and I want their dreams to be fulfilled also.
Slan late.
Namaste.
Shalom.
Goodbye. Thank you for the adventure of a lifetime.
We hope you enjoyed our journey around the world today. Remember, no matter how different you may look, where you may come from, or what religion you practice, we are more alike than we are different. Remember to always say please and thank you, and to spread love, not hate.
What's the bloopers?
Leave.
I should call the police.
Kill the freeloaders. Korean lame. Go.
Yay!
I think I have a shake. It didn't, so hop off.
Okay, that's good enough. Oh, it's gonna cut your mouth.
Are we filming? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Santa, do you think you can get us an A on our project?
The A is up to you. I can guarantee you an A if you measure up to it. You have to measure up to the A.
Okay.
Aha. Got you on that one, didn't I?
Yes.
That's how it's done.
Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. Spread their racks on new chain. Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. Spread their racks on new chain.